Hello, chat. This is exclusive Thanksgiving Day Gumroad content. And if I sound fatter than usual, it's because I have eaten an obscene amount of food, but that's okay. Because it is Thanksgiving, and this is the one day that you're allowed to bend yourself into a uh, a state of nausea. For everyone across the country, across the world, Marimots in exile, all all commit to this annual tradition of engorging on food to give thanks for the things that we have in our life, like food, for instance. I'm sure other people have other things, but in general, food is the primary reason for giving thanks. What may I have eaten? You may ask yourself. The answer is pizza with hollandaise sauce and turkey. When I ordered this, I had no idea what to expect. I did not know if there would be like a whole turkey on the pizza or like slices of turkey or like shredded turkey. But there was this is what I got. It's now I'll get to the other thing, but you see the pizza. It's got the hollandaise sauce on it. It's got the jalapenos on it, but underneath the cheese and the hollandaise sauce, there is chunks of turkey, and it was pretty good. And I'm probably the only person who has ever ordered this pizza on the face of the planet, but that's okay. The pie is a pumpkin pie. You may be shocked. Oh my god, there are pumpkins in Serbia. As a matter of fact, there are, and you can make pumpkin pie out of them. The white stuff is whipped cream. It's actually homemade. It's very good. I am bloated, and I am thankful for the many things that I have to be thankful for this year. Um, Not least of which, of course, is the Gumroad people who have supported my maniacal crusade to dismember the internet by tearing it apart at the seams. Without you guys, things would have been very difficult this year, and thankfully, the financial aspects of a lot of my life have been taken care of by the continual support on Gumroad. Even though everything is sort of in disarray right now, the podcast is like in limbo. In terms of like the archives and stuff, all that shit is like up in the air, but it'll get solved into the next year as we start to fix things. Though I'll keep it positive. There's some frustration, some concerns, but for right now, I'm just focusing on what I can take care of. What I can take care of is myself. Actually, you know what? I will. Can I at this moment actually show you guys something that you may or may not find a little bit cute? Probably not, huh? Oh no, it does work. Fascinating. Okay, let me just show you this. I actually have like a little game that I'm working on just to like occupy some of my brain power. And because it's like I'm so fucking sick of working on shit that's driving me crazy. Here, um, it's a mud. It kind of looks like Dwarf Fortress because Dwarf Fortress is probably the most well known mud. But those are like actors, and they move around, and they should be killing each other. But I think I broke that. I'm working on it. They have fully simulated bodies that are all stitched together. So my next step will be to make it so that when they fight each other, when I fix that, body parts will rend and fly across and hopefully hit other actors who are still alive and injure them as a result of being hit by somebody else's severed arm. And I will continue to add to this mindlessly forever until I forget about it, which will probably be very soon. It's just like a little thing to work on, something to code that's not just fucking bullshit. I'm so sick of fucking bullshit. Anyways, I do have content actually, not just me talking to myself. I have reason to be thankful for my many fans and friends who are willing to help me put together some stuff so I can get a first look at it without I have a genuine reaction the first time I read it. And today's theme will be polyamory. Sometimes people have a little bit too much to be thankful for, and they cannot keep all their ducks in a row. And the thankfulness flows out of them like tears in the rain and onto Reddit, where all misery collects like the lowest point on earth. And I will be reading some of these posts. I have like 2 dozen, maybe 2 dozen posts, varying lengths, 2 videos. And I will be thankful with all of you today that we are not these fucking people with their complications. I'm sure at least some of you have had relationships and you know how complicated it is to deal with one person and their bullshit and to have one person deal with your bullshit. So imagine needlessly adding in a multifacetedness to that relationship at the detriment of your other relationship. Is the common theme here. No sane people into this, and sometimes it's by coercion. So very sad stuff. Anyways, we'll take some joy, some Schadenfreude, knowing that we're not them. So item number 1 by Soft Ad 6291. I don't want to be in a polyamorous or non-monogamous anymore. My partner does. So update on my situation. I am a 21-year-old female and my partner is a 40-year-old man. Wow, that's already kind of fucked up. We got out of a throuple kind of recently with another woman. She moved out. She was initially his primary partner, and I joined in. Oh, you home wrecking bitch. What comes around goes around. It was my first relationship when I met them at 19, and to be honest, I didn't know what I wanted when I met them. My mom got cheated on a lot in her life, and I believe mom could just never be attracted to one woman and be loyal to her. Oh, I truly believe men cannot be just attracted to one woman and be loyal to her. I think subconsciously, that's one of the main reasons I joined the couple. It's me and him, and I have fallen deeper in love than I ever could imagine. I truly love him. We live together, and every day is amazing. My problem is that now every time he talks about another woman, or how he's attracted to her, or hangs out with one of his girl space friends, I slowly feel like I am dying inside. I didn't understand why our ex left from jealousy before now, but I understand better. If I ever watched him fall in love with someone else, it would shatter my heart. There's no way he would ever want to be monogamous again. He's been non-monogamous and poly for 10 years. He was in his last marriage and his relationship before me. I know he would never want to change. It hurts my heart because I love him so much. I want it to go away and just be accepting. Today, he told me how hot the girl he hung out was yesterday and how she had a huge butt and she bent over and he was just in awe. I immediately felt insecure about my own body not being enough and went to cry in our room and hid it from him. So this is actually kind of asking for help. How do you feel? How do you not feel insecure when your partner hangs out with more beautiful women? Vamps Borns says, pack up and leave. You have your whole life ahead of you to unpack and discover yourself more. Then she replies to this saying, I feel like I drop hints that I'm uncomfortable sometimes. One night when we were both drunk and he was on a business trip, we were on the phone and he started to talk to me about getting fucked by other men and how he would want to see that. I felt uncomfy because while I had agreed to do that before and only now, except now I don't, and I want to be only with my partner. I went along with it, and even though it doesn't happen, he doesn't seem to notice signs of me being uncomfortable, is what she says. And the person replying to that says that there's a power imbalance and that she should leave. I mean, obviously there's a power imbalance if he's like a 40-year-old man and this is like a naive young woman who's having her first relationship. There's like a bunch of tropes in this. Like the age gap is one thing. Reddit trying to destroy a relationship is the other. Whenever you see Reddit post about a relationship, it doesn't matter what it is. They always want to destroy it because Redditors don't know how to do anything besides destroy. They're incidentally probably correct here. But she's also like, she intruded on a relationship, and surprise, men that cheat on, their spouse with you are then going to cheat on you with some other person there to save them that's probably younger and more attractive. And in other news, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Many different poly tropes in this one opening post. I have a list of screenshots by name, and I just kind of sorted them. So there's not like a logic to this, in case you're wondering. All these posts are written by women, and you can tell because they're suddenly like uncomfortable, and they're very long. My partner, 25 female, and I guess I eat my own words immediately. And I, 29-year-old male, are exploring polyamory, and I am scared. Oh no, are there bees? Do you not know why they're getting where they're getting their money? Don't be scared. Please give me advice from Jurian Smoothie. We've been together for 2.5 years, are currently living together, and have been monogamous this entire time. I think she has always been naturally poly, and as we've gone through life and healed with each other, she has come to realize that poly is her natural way of life. Whore. Slut. This guy's like, obviously, I mean, he's on Reddit, but it's like, This guy exudes weakness, and she's just like, "Yeah, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I'm my own free bitch." I have always felt more monogamous, but wanted to keep an open mind. We began therapy to see how we could make this work, and it goes pretty well. We eventually experiment with dating apps, and eventually she goes on a date. I asked her to take it slow, and she respects that, but it all comes to a halt for me one night when she asked me if it was okay if she spent the night at a date's place. Turns out she wasn't feeling well and wanted to get some rest, but I had assumed that she was taking a step with her partner that I was just not ready for. So she wasn't that she's lying to him. If she's staying over at this guy's house, she's fucking him. Oh, I've got such a tummy ache. I just can't drive back. Ooh, I have to stay here. Long story short, I have a meltdown. We come to realize that I am not okay with Polly, as I realize it really hurts me to see her with another partner, to know she was falling for someone, to think about them having sexual relationships. And it sucks for me not to really find any dates. But I am also starting to realize that I may not be currently interested in finding dates. So we eventually decided it would be best to call things off with her current partners. She was currently getting to know 2 people and had not even much as kissed me yet. Yeah, right. But she did express she was falling for one of them. She says she feels as if something beautiful was taken from her, and here's that making me feel really hurt to know that I played a part in that. Now we're at a very painful and awkward standstill. She expressed that she got a taste of Polly and realized that it is indeed her calling and to love and abundance. To fuck a bunch of dudes that aren't you. But she cannot stand how it's hurting me and is conflicting with her personal wants and needs and balancing it. Wants and needs, multiple dicks is her need. She has a physiological need. It's like that pyramid, that meme pyramid. Physiological needs at the very bottom. Multiple dicks at once, not connected to you in any way, shape, or form. It's been about 4 days since the meltdown and us calling a pause on Polly, and every day it feels that one or both of us are hurting. We are having a lot of trouble feeling like we are getting what we want. Escalated. Checking out this sub. We're working with our therapist. Never get a therapist these days. Jesus Christ. I never heard a therapist like, our therapist told us that we were being fucking retards and that if we're not committed to each other, we should just break up. Like that person would be like disbarred. Like their medical license would be rejected. Like, I can't believe that. That's like victim blaming. I don't know. No replies on this one, but this guy's just a pushover. He's kind of pathetic. I wonder if it's like a throwaway. Let me check real quick. Durian smoothie. Oh, a login page just to see his profile. Okay. Oh, this is like his real account. Oshunox. Oh, he has an Instagram and a YouTube? What the fuck? I have to know what this guy looks like. 30M, ready to get his bachelor's of science and computer science, but don't know where to start. Anyone have advice? So he's like a programmer? Oh, he's deleted his YouTube channel. What about his SoundCloud? No SoundCloud, also deleted. He must have gotten like bullied fucking hardcore. He's deleted his Instagram too. Oh, his last post was like, how long? 4 days ago. He's still posting. Need help programming Excel to read a client sheet and mark their schedule in a calendar. Okay, so this guy is like, he's getting a bachelor's of science in computer science and he doesn't know how to like do shit in Excel. That's funny. He's like a gamer. Promote your music. He tries to make hip hop. Audio engineer. Wow, this guy's a fucking loser. SoundCloud rapper, literal SoundCloud rapper who doesn't know how to, who wants to now switch careers in his 30s to computer science and can't figure out how to program an Excel spreadsheet. And she's like, why does my girlfriend want to fuck every other guy? Jeez, what a big question there, buddy. Mentally healthy partners from iMac Freak 7 hours ago. Does anyone else find it difficult to find partners who are mentally healthy? As in, they have emotional intelligence, have gone to therapy, worked through their traumas, know how to communicate without being reactive, are able to be positive, hopeful, confident in life, and have found some inner peace. Figured out their job situation to the point of being content. It seems now that I have as a filter for dating that's basically no one left. Is it just rare? honey, sweetie child, stalker girl, listen here. When you find somebody who meets that criterion, you don't want to try and find a second person. You found somebody who you can have a relationship with long term. Like you're saying, why is it that my monogamous criterion for someone I can actually spend my build a future with is not meeting any people in this non-committal net? Like I wonder, what a mystery. This is in Self Polyamory from Venting Again and Again, struggling with partner using monogamous language and phrases. Both I, 20M, and my boyfriend, 19, oh, this is going to be a fucking banger, of 2 years are poly but do not have any other partners due to social anxiety, COVID paranoia, and we're both decently busy. If this is like a tree falls thing. If you're polyamorous but you don't fuck anybody else, are you really polyamorous? Or what? If you're if a tree falls in the woods, nobody's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound. If you are polyamorous but you are monogamous, practically, you're really polyamorous. It's like how Brianna Wu doesn't want to come out as a transsexual, so he just says that he's a bisexual to include himself in the LGBTQIA+ plus. Still, it's like that. Do not have any other partners, but have been open with each other about being poly since the beginning. My issue is he uses phrase like, you're my favorite, you're my person, and I've casually said, you might want to retire that phrase once you get another partner. And he basically responded that he won't, and that he'll love them, but I'll always be, quote unquote, his person. I brought it up a few times with the same response. He also gets disappointed when I don't say it back. It makes me feel bad for his future partners, because while we are hierarchical, we live together, I still don't think it would feel good to hear the favoritism so clearly. Should I let this go as it's an issue for him and his other relationships? Should I find a different way to explain my feelings about this? Am I overreacting? Any insight is appreciated. Thanks, y'all. That's some next level cucking. It's like, I mean, my rule, and I've said this before, but I'll repeat myself. As far as gays go, I don't have there's not like a tier list of if you are like married and like are totally monogamous and gay and you're both white, then it's like the Beth kind of gay relationship. And like, no, it doesn't matter if you're like totally like essentially just like a parallel relationship, or if you're a polyamorous, interracial, gender bending, polycule or whatever. It's all gay. It's all pointless bullshit. It's just like a way to occupy your time between your job at that point. It's not really like a relationship. But this guy's like, oh no, my boyfriend theoretically is polyamorous, and I want him to call me less special things, because if he ever has other people in his life, then I don't want them to feel left out. Like, what kind of logic is that? How badly were you fucking traumatized when that's your concern? Okay, actually, this one, I may have to sort correctly. There's a Troon 2, so I'm gonna put that behind Troon 1. I'll get back to that. Let Them Human says, I'm a fucking idiot. Do I need to avoid kissing my GF until I can get tested for STDs? With my girlfriend's full knowledge, I sucked a With my girlfriend's full knowledge, I sucked a dude's dick, and it was fun and all. He had a condom on the whole time, but in the end, he released on my body, and I was curious, so I tasted it. Wow. What the fuck's the point of the condom then, dude? You're just making it like less good for him. Why the fuck did I taste it? What was the point of the no shit. So this an STD risk. God, this makes me want to gag reading it. Just like, it's so fucking nauseating. So is this an STD risk? He had no reason to think he had an STD. But I don't know if I can be trusted because, I don't know him that well. Can I not kiss my girlfriend now? We aren't going to be sexually active anyways, so we're not going to be sexually active anyways. What the fuck is the point of these relationships? I'm in a relationship with a woman, but we don't fuck, we don't kiss, and I suck dudes' dicks. Obviously, you need to get the fuck over this quote-unquote relationship thing. You are not bisexual, you are just gay. You do not need a beard hanging around to make things look official. Just go suck all the dick you want, my dude. Please don't rip me apart in the comments, even if I deserve it. I already told my girlfriend. Over. Less speech 4889 in polyamory R for R. What the fuck is R for R? You. Polyamory R for R. Dating for polyamory. Oh, so this is like Redditor for Redditor. That's right. R for R means like a dating sub. Okay. 3233 MF4R. So this is a couple of people in their early 30s looking for another Redditor to join their Polycule in British Columbia. Dom sub, big D, little s, Dom sub. Dom sub looking for more breeders. Okay. Just bought a small 60-acre farm in the British Columbia interior. Wife is pregnant with her first. We have an 8-bedroom house and I work away from home 30 plus hours at a time. We want more wives, people to help on the farm, take care of the many kids, and share a loving relationship with each other. There is only room for one Dom, that is me. I am well enough off to take care of the financial obligations to my subs. If you want to be independent, that is great. I will support any career you want if you join the household. We are all open. We're open to all types, women, female to male, female/B. I don't know what the fuck B means. I prefer if you are fertile and able, willing to have children, but it takes all types to make a family. Wow, that is fucked up. I am a nudist. You don't have to be. Household is free use and expect to be used regularly if I am home. I encourage physical relationships between my subs as long as it doesn't go against a direct request by me. Low maintenance and low drama. If you like to scream and yell your way through problems, we aren't going to click. If you can be rational, chill, and emotional. If you do what I want, basically. If you do what I want, you can hang out here. But if you want to argue with me, you can fuck off. She wants at least 5 kids of her own. I would love to build a second house just for our children. We love redheads and goth GF types. I love Asians of all types. This is like the libertarian like archetype. If you are interested in being a submissive, free use breeder in a harem of beautiful, loving people, send me a DM. Don't call me daddy. That's for our kids to do. Edit, not a cult. This was negatively received. 0 upvotes, so at least at most a 0 score and 92 replies. That's funny. That's just because gay people hate children. That's the main issue here. This is Troon1.png, which is the prequel to the message I moved up before. Understanding a conflict between my partner and Meta. I do not know what a meta is. By Nina Jade Tricks. Nina says, hi, my meta is a male, straight, and poly. My partner is a female and bisexual. I'm female, lesbian, so trans. My partner and meta have been together for a decade and are married and living together. He didn't follow the 1/2 + 7 dating rule, so there are some unhealthy power dynamics there. Oh. I'm a big fan of the 1/2 + 7 dating rule, but when it's like that's what they're saying with the 20 and the 40-year-olds, that he has all the power, so that's like not okay. That's weird. It's weird for like these fucking creeps to dictate what is and is not acceptable. Like they have their own code of like random bullshit rules that I don't really understand. Me and my partner are in a long distance relationship but meet every few weeks. And this weekend we had a 4-way on Pride with a female and trans female lesbian couple who were very adorable, and we were thinking of seeing them again sometime. So he likes to fuck troons is basically the thing. When my partner went back and told my meta, he lost his shit and they've been fighting over it for 2 days now. One, because he said he didn't check in with her before having a foursome, which might be understandable, maybe. But the second, he's going to be transphobic. The second reason blew my mind off. He is okay with her seeing other women, but no one with a penis. This made me feel, and also my partner feel, that he was very sexist and homophobic. No, transphobic. Transphobic is the word. We also realized that he doesn't even think my relationship with my partner is a serious thing because we are both women and I don't have a penis to make him feel insecure. His response to her about this is that I really don't know what fucking gender the author is. I'm assuming that they're post-op. His response to her is that he respects our relationship, which I now know is a big lie. They are fighting because she had sex with someone with a penis. He has no problem going out with women and having sex with his penis, and my partner didn't even have sex with a penis. But because the girl had one on her body, my meta is insecure. That is not equality, I think. I feel like a big joke to him now that he used me to make his wife feel better. Okay, so this is like a natal woman who's like a retard. This is like a big wall of text. This woman is retarded. Everyone involved in this is fucking retarded, and I wish them misery. This is the update from Nina Jadix. 2 days after the first post, misogynistic meta fighting after me and my partner slept with a trans woman. 2 days ago, my partner said that the meta wants her not to sleep with anybody. I said it was convenient for him. He could sleep with all the women and was letting you sleep with women. But once you started sleeping with people with penises, he was telling you to stop. She said she wants to stop dating other people. I said, okay. Today, my partner and today, my meta is not misogynistic, just insecure and had a male ego. And she doesn't like sleeping with men anyways. He said that he is worried about her and is not safe, and that he is not a misogynist, just worrying about her safety. I told her I don't believe that, and she said you don't have to believe it. They are still discussing the trans woman situation, but I told her this is a deal breaker for me. She is so gullible and believing whatever excuses he is making up, and I told her that, and she doesn't want to do it. So she chose him. Wow. I can't believe that the woman chose a monogamous relationship with a man over having a polyamorous foursome with a lesbian and 3 trannies. Or 2 trannies, I guess. What do you think I should do? I am so confused. I feel so betrayed and amused because he let me stay in a relationship with me because I didn't have a penis. He was using me to distract her while he does what he wants. Also, she is choosing to be with a man who is a transphobic person and is twisting things around, going to a discussion about men, and she believes discussing stuff will make him change his mind about transphobia. I will delete this post later because my partner knows my account. I apologize for being a coward. Wow. It's funny how much more complicated all these people's lives are. Oh, this is great. Zerkio14 says 0 dates after 12 months of E&M. I do not know what that is. Polyamorous glossary. Oh, ready for polyamory.com. Wonderful. They do not have E and M. Ethical non-monogamy. Different word for polyamory. It's a weird one. Why not just call it polyamory? Why E and M? It sounds like a drug or some kind of dance. So, as the title suggests, my fiance, 26F, and I, 25M, have been poly for 12 months. My partner, who is bi, is only looking for female dates and has been going on regular dates, around 3 dates every 2 weeks, which some do end with hookups since we both joined Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, and even Field. Me, on the other hand, I have had 0 dates and a handful of matches, which led nowhere and is kind of destroying my self-worth. Now, I do know that online dating is a nightmare for men. My partner and I found each other on Tinder 4 years ago, though. But I am way too shy to actually talk to people or would just not get the int. People who openly flirt with me and say that they want to pick them up, and I would no act on ruining my chance completely. And you also can't fucking write. I would no act on it. Oh, okay, not act on it. Okay. In November 2021, I went to the grocery after I colored my hair. Oh my god. Or none of these people are fucking normal. Add this guy to the list of mentally unhealthy people. Does this guy have an account? I really want some pictures of these people. Jerkio14, show me what your colored hair looks like, boyo. I wanna see the blue. He has a bunny rabbit. So this guy has like a bunny rabbit and no kids. Safe Moon. What the fuck is Safe Moon? Safe Moon is a human-focused technology and innovation industry business expanding blockchain technology. Oh, Safe Moon, a fucking scam Pajit coin. That's funny. RLSD, Marvel Studios, Shiba Inu coin. So this got our bunnies, our rabbits. That's funny. So he's like in this relationship. He's a total fucking loser, and then his girlfriend is like going on dates and say like, oh my god, I'm married to this fucking retard, and he spends all his money on Safe Moon and Shiba Inu token, and he just plays with a bunny, and he never wants to have kids, and I fucked up my whole life. And then the girl they're dating is just like a butch lesbian. He's like, oh yeah, that's why I don't fuck men, because they're losers. Very funny. Recently, my partner has also introduced me to a friend group of hers, which she met 2 months ago, all female friends, which I get along with and like on an acquaintance level, besides one. None of them know we are E and M, though. I have started to develop a crush on the girl in the group who is single, as she likes the same kind of music, movies, TV shows, and scotch, like I do. Oh, if you dye your hair blue, if you fucking love Marvel, if you don't intend to, you can still be a man if you enjoy a good scotch. That is the missing piece of the consumerist puzzle. Like, all that shit's gay and not masculine at all. But you don't have to go out and do anything manly if you just get that good scotch that really ties everything together. Knowing my background was fucked up. Knowing what beer to drink and what scotch to drink and how to pair that with food, that is what makes a man. I told my partner about this, asking her opinion. She would reach out and said no to, as the friendship is relatively new and she doesn't want to make it awkward, which realistically makes sense. I did buy Tumblr Gold and Bumble Premium once and changed my location for 3 or 4 days at a time to see if just Edinburgh, he's Scottish, where I currently imagine not being able to fuck English chicks. You got to be ugly if you don't meet the standard for English women. Edinburgh, where I currently live, so it sucks, but there's no chance up here. Does anyone know how I can get myself out of this slump? Any advice is approved. So now I have a video, TikTok. Let's see this. Point of view: you're my husband coming home from a date with another woman.
Oh, hey, you're home. No, I absolutely was not watching 6 episodes of our show without you. Did you bring me the... How was your date? Did you tell her I said hi? Did you tell her that I really love that picture of her in that black dress on Instagram with her dog?
It sounds so passive aggressive.
Does she have bigger boobs than me? Nice. Will you rub my feet? Please, you had sex. Oh my god, watch this part. It turns out it's not really Lucifer. I mean...
There's so much going on with this that it kind of makes me uncomfortable. Like, I'm wondering, between the two of them, whose idea was this? You know what I mean? Like, because it's creepy either way. It's either the guy's like, I want to film you and you're going to be like real happy that I fucked some other bitch, all right? Or, which is like creepy and like weird. And it would make sense why she's overreacting, because it sounds really sarcastic and like not sincere at all. But then the inverse is also really creepy and weird, where she's like, I want you to film for my TikTok my reaction of you coming home after you have sex so I can show everyone how totally cool I am with it. I am. Like what is the point here? Are you like trying to shill for your poly shit? Is it like, I feel like I'm watching, how do I put this? I feel like I am at my aunt's house and I'm a little kid again and it's Christmas time. And my aunt and my uncle are fighting, and it's like a really personal, like, relationship argument that I should not be witnessing or hearing. And it's very awkward. And I'm sitting there, and there's like passive aggressive snide comments that I don't fully understand, but I know they have some kind of deeper like emotional value to each other than it does to me, and it makes it super heavy awkward. Like that's the kind of vibe that like awkward Christmas vibe that I'm getting from this, where it's like I'm witnessing two people who are locked at the horns in the most passive aggressive battle to the death ever put on film, and somehow this has ended up in front of me and I've watched it. It's very strange. Back on the Reddit, Motherhood Heathen, or our polyamory, I assume, says no sex now. I have a question, but let me give you some context. Female wrote this. So let's start off with I'm 9 months pregnant, called it. Due in less than 2 weeks, my husband decided to have sex with his girlfriend for the first time. Our rule was condoms with everyone but each other. Come to find out, he didn't use a condom, and I can't risk anything, especially being pregnant. I'm asking here because I can't figure it out anywhere else. How long do I have to wait before I can have sex with him again? I was hoping to help labor come that way, but now I can't. She was supposed to be STD free, but I don't have it on paper. I don't know if I believe her. I think, lady, that your priorities are a little bit fucked up. I think that if your reaction to this news is, oh my God, I can't have sex until like, 6 weeks from now, you may be focusing on the wrong things. I cannot, this woman is like a coomer or something. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with her. Oh, there's a Troon 3. So this is a follow-up to the other follow-up about the evil transphobic guy. Update. My girlfriend chose her misogynistic partner today. I asked her to read these posts, and she did, because the post explained what I wanted to say better than I could explain it. She says she wants a 6-month break because I'm codependent, which I am not. According to her, she and her partner have a secure foundation, unlike me and her. So she is taking a break with me instead of her partner. As one person in the comments said, the blame has been shifted onto me. Instead of taking a break from her misogynistic bigot, she threw me away. I told her 6-month break literally means a breakup, and she loves me too. She just wants to tell herself that it's not a break. That's a break, not a breakup. So after the first few months of no contact, she can over me easily. That's my thought. She didn't say that. Oh, get over me easy, probably. I told her we don't want to meet much anyways. We are a long-distance relationship. She lives with her husband. I tried to convince her to see the truth. She didn't. I know there's nothing much to do about it anyways, but what could I do next? Thank you for your continuous support, Reddit. So I guess like I said, she was forced to choose between this deranged freak couple and their transgender like fuck buddies, or like a man. And even though the guy is not faithful, she's gonna choose, the normality over that shit. Posted by Spicy Pepper 3000, dealing with feelings of jealousy and insecurity. My partner, a 35-year-old male, and I, a 29-year-old female, are discussing opening up our relationship, but I'm having a lot of trouble with the feelings of jealousy and insecurity. I have been in therapy for several years and I'm currently working through anxiety attachment, which doesn't always mesh well with an E&M relationship. How do you work through those feelings? How do you handle it when your partner goes out on a date with someone? My fear is I'll just be sitting at home worrying with jealous thoughts running through my mind the entire time. We have an incredible relationship with wonderful communication, love each other deeply. We are discussing E&M because we both want the freedom to be able to get all of our sexual needs met. Me wanting to explore with women and him wanting to have multiple sexual partners, but I'm worried my insecurities and fears will just get in the way. Any advice and or stories of success would be most welcome. Folk Punk Slut, wonderful name, in reply to her saying that she might be jealous, says, so don't do that then. Use the time he's out on dates to do things you enjoy doing. Go out with girlfriends, take class learning you're interested in, binge watch TV shows and movies that you wouldn't be watching if he were around. App Carbo replies saying, facts, you got to unpack the why you feel that way. It's not a competition. Everyone is different. Yeah, bro. When he's out fucking other women, just like play Pokemon Go. All that other shit that you want to do now that you're at home and you don't have any kids to take care of and you don't have a career. Folk punk slut. Polyam RA queer, non-monotheistic, child-free, leftist, anarcho-socialist, intersex NB that your mom warned you about if she knew any of those terms. Mods solo poly and mod of solo poly and adult self-harm. Wow. So this person has no long-term relationship, fucks whoever they want in different like drama circles, probably tries to ruin them for fun, and is also a cutter. 100,000 karma. I have to know what this person looks like. Please have a picture somewhere. All of his posts are in. Man, I'm so pissed. The only pictures of people on their timeline is like pictures of like, I don't even know, like punk groups. This guy, like the Pigeon Pit's Loams playing in a backyard show at Langsing Stoop Fest. And that's obviously like a Truan. Oh my god, this guy's pictures are so fucking crazy. I cannot believe these are like real people. These are like comics. Just your classic Old Testament abomination, Defiance, Ohio, Food Not Bombs, Free Soup for the Revolution, Mischief Brew, and then Fall in Love, not in line with like a heart over the Antifa flags. I just can't believe it. April Clark at Autogenophiles. Wow, verified blue check mark, 20,000 like tweet. My wife is pissed at me because I discovered I'm poly. Quote, you cheated on me. I'm literally coming out to you as NKS, but okay. I'm literally marginalized, but go off about how I'm an unfaithful bitch. Sure. Wow. This dude has some fucking issues. What the fuck is NKS? NKS. Polyamory NKS. I don't know. When I type in polyamory NKS, I on Google, I get this tweet. There's a third post to this that comes up in Google search. This isn't bait. This is real. Does anyone have a good resource for poly people? How do I get more pussy? How do I protect myself from bullying? Thanks in advance. What the fuck? This guy is like insane. What the fuck does NKS mean? His domain name is Girl God Show. What does it mean? Nobody knows what NKS means. Wow. Okay. Very mentally ill person. Why are they verified? Is it just like a thing? I don't know. I'm afraid to open this link, but I'm going to. Girl God plays chess. Girl God is April Clark and Grace Freud. Catch them on tour this fall. This person's a singer. They sang Elysian Theater. Girl God at Christmas. Or no, Elysian Theater is the name of the venue that they're performing at. Girl God Christmas at the Elysian. What? It's fucking bizarre. Really fucking bizarre, chat. Here's a comic. To be more specific, here are the 5 styles of non-monogamy with feminist principles at their core that the mainstream either ignores or don't take seriously. So pay attention. These are feminist non-monogamy cycles. Number 1, styles that center queer love. My husband's boyfriend of 7 years is no less primary than I am, says the black woman. So I guess the Asian guy that's taller than her and his Arab boyfriend are they're equals basically. Number 2, styles that challenge gender norms. So this is meant to look like a female to male, I guess. I'm a homemaker while my genderqueer partner works to support us both. Then the guy says, that includes me. I'm partnered with both of them. Oh, so there's like a woman that works all day and provides money so that she can breed and he can feed himself. think that's what's going on. It's very empowering. That woman is extremely empowered over there. Number 3, styles that don't police sexual or romantic desire. Then Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is saying, it's not up to me how many people she falls in love with. And then there is a hippie woman who looks kind of Jewish because of that hair, and a black woman saying, we're both in love, but we don't want to have sex. And then there's like a cripple woman off to the side in a wheelchair saying, I'm aromantic and plan to spend the rest of my life with her. So Shaggy is being cucked by the Jew woman who is in love with the black woman, but they don't have sex because that's like oogly. But then this woman is aromantic, but so that doesn't even make any goddamn sense. Because if they're aromantic, that means that they're having sex, but she can't feel anything because she's crippled. This is madness. This is literally madness. Number 4, styles that allow alternatives to the nuclear family. I gave birth to them. I helped create them. So that's an interracial couple right off the back. This is the only like white woman in this comic appears to be in an interracial relationship, which is pretty standard quote. So then their mixed race child says, we always eat dinner together. But then there's another couple off on the side that says, I tuck them into bed every night and I taught them how to read. Like hell. I feel nauseous thinking that these people try to like, this is like a fetish lifestyle. This is like pornography to them. They can jerk off to this like, oh, I want to be like in a polycule and I want like this mixed race hobgoblin baby being taught how to do things by 8 different people that you can't even fucking recognize. So it's so erotic to me. And sound number 5, styles that encourage autonomy. The black woman is saying, I want to be together forever, so as long as we're never stopping each other from following our hearts or hurting each other. And then the fat woman that she's with says, likewise, and if you happen to leave me after falling for someone new, I trust you enough to know it's because our needs don't match anymore. I know you wouldn't use me. Yeah, this is like fucked up. A man drew this. I'm really mentally ill, man. Drew this. I dig crazy chick says, am I being paranoid or is my partner 35M prone to stay mad at me 32F longer than his GF 30F? How them crazy chicks working out for you, girl? This polycule and structure has been going on for a few months. All 3 of us are very new to polyamory, and we are still slowly unlearning every mononormative instinct, especially during conflict. Last night, my partner and I went out to my friend's birthday dinner while his girlfriend had work but was going to catch up. The venue was situated in a pretty sketchy neighborhood. Racist. So finding a safe parking spot was crucial and dangerous. The night goes on, girlfriend shows up, we all talk and hang out. I was inebriated, partner was okay, and girlfriend didn't drink. The partner is the male. He had me wait in the car while he walked her to hers, which I didn't know how far it was. So there I was, drunk, high, anxious, and afraid. I had a panic attack that I tried to ride out on my own, but I just kept getting worse. So I called him and begged him to come back. They both came back for me, walked me around to help me get to my baseline. He left me in the car again to walk her back. He came back to drive us home, and he was just cold. He was saying things like he felt unsafe in a locked car. Nobody I've had wait in the car has ever been like this. I felt like my experience and the way I felt wasn't valid. Maybe he's right. This morning, I went on my morning walk, and I got thinking about how it seems to me that whenever there was something that was done that pissed him off, I often wait a lot longer for him to be out of angry mindset with his girlfriend. He's more than willing to calmly talk about it. Had a mental health crisis. Partner was nice about it, and his girlfriend was outside when we were blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he was planning on having sex. He might have actually been in the process of having sex or like getting his dick wet when she had the panic attack. She had the panic attack. She's not saying it in this post, but 100% she had a panic attack because she suddenly got really jealous, and she just doesn't want to write that. So she had like either she actually had a panic attack and called him up, or she just like faked the panic attack, and he's acting cold to her because she cock-blocked him, and he's pissed off about it. Very obvious what's going on and how these relationships clash excruciatingly with the quote unquote mononormative instincts that they're fighting against. Oh boy. So here's a picture montage of one of these happy couples. Went to see Rammstein, Foxborough. Oh, I guess it's not German. It's just Rammstein. Rammstein, Foxborough, Boston, North American Stadium Tour 2022 with my husband, boyfriend, brother-in-law, and future sister-in-law. It was amazing. But I gotta say, I was having a massive sapphic panic. All the women there, the few that were so good looking. All the goth metal fashion was amazing, and my jaw was on the ground because of some of these looks. Here's mine. It was fun, but nowhere near as hot as what I saw yesterday. I wore the shorts for tailgating, then changed into the longer outfit. So he's in. I wore the shorts for tailgating. So the guy is the one saying that he had a sapphic panic and wanted to be the sexy girls at the metal goth GF concert with Rammstein. Wow. Good luck with that, buddy. That man's got some soft eyes. Is that what soft eyes look like? Hey, he's got this other guy has a Charmander shirt on. Look at this. These people are, or a Charizard, rather. What a healthy couple. Here's a second, like relationship pick. Pure happiness in this polydynamic. We got like a Mexican dude, 2 fat chicks, and then that guy who looks like he looks like the dude from the World Economic Forum. You will own nothing and you'll be happy, just with his hair shaved. I want to see if they posted anything else. 2 Lip Fest 1. They have deleted their account. Whoops. Oh, here's another family montage picture. I guess I didn't shuffle these too well. Our family, we like to have a full house. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone. And it's a bunch of fat people. With some children around. Wonderful. So it's 2 fat dudes, their fat mom, and then they're all like, and they've got animals, I guess. That's nice. Oh, this is all children related. Oh, fuck this. Triad babies in historical costumes. We did it. Hand-sewn outfits for our baby. We wanted a practice piece, so my wife and I constructed shifts for our 8 and 14 months old. I guess that's the same people. No, it's a different couple. I don't know how that's polyamory related. Our 9-year-old daughter labeled our sandwiches for a road trip to take to her to play hockey. She's such a simple picture. It makes my heart so happy. Anyone who says poly is bad for kids doesn't understand there's no such thing as having too many people who love and care for them. Aurora, Daddy, Bella, Mama, Mel, and Mommy. I can't wait for the studies that come out and explain how these kids become serial killers. It takes a lot of energy, good energy, worthy energy to be authentically yourself, to love who you are, and to raise children to be smart and even better than we are. All good energy. I'll never be anything but true to myself. I hope you find in all of you to be the same. I guess that's 2 gay guys and 3 kids. Cool. Expanded our polycule by 6 ounces, or 6 pounds 12 ounces. That appears to be 4 adults and 1 baby. I censored the baby's face so the Reddit op blurred the. I censored the baby's face because the Reddit OP blurred the adults' faces, but not the baby. What the fuck? And then 2 queer moms who accidentally dressed up with very similar flannel and jeans to go to the parent-teacher. Whoops, in case anyone was wondering, our children are awesome and the school is amazing and super kind and open-minded. Missing our partner who couldn't slip away from work. My heart aches. No, this appears to be this is actually an old meme. I remember saying this. This is like from Tumblr, like way back when. So the fuck is a monopoly relationship? Okay, this is actually kind of funny, but you have to like study it for a while. So you got Emma, Alex, and Lily co-parenting, cohabitating, and nesting partners together. But Lily is also in a sexual partnership with Sherman, who is like kind of out on his own. He used to be in a relationship with Kimchi, who is in a sexual partnership also with Vash. The funniest one to me. And then like down here, you got Tulsi and Aziz and Vazna and Sam, and they're just kind of like doing their own thing. What is the catch with these? They're just in a normal relationship. Why is this in a polycule? What the fuck does Vazna and Sam have to do with each other if they're just monogamous with each other? Okay, my favorite one is that the obvious tranny named Soliloquy, who has a solo poly thing going on, which means that they don't have like a relationship, they just fuck. They have like had a former relationship with 8 different people around them, so they've gone through everybody on this polycule and none of them want to stay around with them, which is pretty funny if you ask me. Baxter, that's a female to male, non-binary for sure. Baxter. I would like the most cute boy name ever, and I want to wear like a little bow tie. I want to be like a teen boy. I want to be Baxter. Polyamory from Coffee, Polly, and Kitten says my partner didn't see he had genital warts before we had sex. Really confused about how to move forward. I, a 26-year-old female, have been dating a guy, 23-year-old male, for a few months, and it's moved really quickly. I fell in love with him quickly, and it's easy to see a future together. I asked him about his STI status before we had sex, and he said he had been tested recently and was negative for everything. But after the first couple times we had sex, I asked him if he'd ever had an STI out of curiosity, and he said he had genital warts once, like 6 months ago. I was really annoyed and confused as to why he wouldn't tell me that. He said the person who treated him at the health department made it seem like it wasn't a big deal at all, and he didn't know it would still be an active infection that could be transmitted. I felt a little slide of trust. Ultimately, I decided it was comfortable with the risk and accepted that he had made an honest mistake. He felt awful about it and realized that he should have told me. I got tested a week or so later and asked the nurse about it. She told me how he could check himself for warts in the shower with soapy hands. I told my partner that, and he said to make sure he checks himself frequently. Fast forward, his partner and said that he should make sure to. So she omits the gender of the partner. Fast forward to a couple days ago, we had sex before bed, and then in the morning I was looking at his junk and saw a wart. After having sex the night before, I'd accepted that I probably contracted it. I don't remember getting the vaccine. I just feel like my trust is so broken with him. It's wild that he wasn't checking. He's just upset. This is like normal dating drama, I guess. But no, by the way, in case you're wondering, women mostly get AIDS from quote unquote bisexual men. Bisexual guy will fuck a guy in the butt, get AIDS, and then transmit it to his wife. And it's extra fun for her if she didn't even know that he was out and about looking for the pussy. This is my second video that I have, video.webm.
Hi, my name is Anna. I am dating everybody in the Polycule. I am married to Jake. We've been together for 8 years and married for 3. I'm dating Spencer. We've been together for 3.5. And I am dating Ellie, and we've been together just over a month now. I am bisexual, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm also in charge of this account and in general.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm married to Anna, and she's currently my only partner. I am demi-romantic, which means I only get feelings for people, like romantic feelings for people, if I've been around them for.
I feel like I've watched this and been traumatized by it in the past. I think I know what the joke is with this. It's not a joke, but I know what the funny element is already. I don't know where the fuck I've seen this before. I hope I haven't reviewed this on a previous stream.
For a while and get to know them really well. And I'm technically pansexual, but I like the bi-colors more, so I call myself bisexual. My pronouns are he, they.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm dating Anna. I'm not currently dating anybody else. I'm some flavor of queer. And my pronouns are she, her.
I'm Spencer. I'm only dating Anna. I'm bi, but like bi.
Who does this guy remind me of? This guy is a fucking serial killer or some shit. Like the way that he's like leaning forward. Look at this. This guy is a threat to human life.
I'm bi, but like bi. My pronouns are they, them, and my gender is. Wait. Wait.
Thought your pronouns were he, they.
This guy is like a retarded little boy. He's got like autism or something. He's developmentally delayed, and Anna is like coaching him, like grooming like a retarded person on what to say.
Are you having a realization?
I don't know. My gender is to be determined.
Dating Anna. So that's Anna. That's dating Anna. That's dating Anna. That's dating Anna. So none of them date anybody else. This woman who has bags under her eyes because she is without a soul and she can only sustain her life force by draining other people. Unfortunately for Spencer, he's the most drained. She has sucked the most life force out of him, and he will be disposed of soon because they're diminishing returns and draining him. She's basically like coaching these three autistics into what to say. It's very sad. Is this poly or am I being insecure? Throw away my as my husband is my main apologies if that I'm on a cell phone as well. She was in a real fucking rush to write this. I, a 42-year-old female, have been with my 40-year-old husband since 2004, completely monogamous. So 18 years together. Recently, in the last 2 months, my husband has been talking about opening the marriage up to explore other people. He suggested a threesome with a 24-year-old female coworker I just met as training wheels on doing this. I suggested waiting, therapy, and reading prescribed literature on opening/swinging/poly before doing anything serious. He's having none of it. He says he's in love with her and that he should be allowed to pursue her if I'm not interested. He insists that he doesn't need to follow advice from other people and that he can blaze his own path to happiness. We are getting into fights constantly now because I've begun reading the stickies in the books and see pitfalls. I've asked the questions that the book says to ask before starting: STIs, overnights, serious feels, weekends, etc., and it always ends in a fight. He says I'm jealous and insecure, and that if I talk about it, I'm willing it into existence. It's to the point where I'm afraid to even open my mouth to talk to him because he says I'm always starting things. I feel like this isn't poly and this isn't anything good, but maybe I'm insecure in that if I go through with the threesome or let him pursue her, it'll work itself out. He thinks that we'll be a happy couple plus one if I could just get over my jealousy, and that we'll go on dates with all three of us. I need advice. I know you can love multiple people. I know sex is awesome and fun and new relationships are exciting, but I feel like I'm the bad guy controlling and holding him down from his happiness and he agrees. That's what happens when you don't have kids. I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to say for sure. Like, I'm sure this guy gave out signs that he was like a fucking asshole, but I really feel like you're in your 40s now and you haven't had kids, and now you're like, well, what do we do with all of our time? Am I really just gonna have sex with the same person for the rest of my fucking life? I'm gonna be 50 soon, and then nobody will want to fuck me. I'm still 40 and I have money, so I can get 20-year-olds right now. But you don't have you probably don't have those thoughts if you have kids. Like I talked to Ricada, and Ricada is like, he says he doesn't have time to be depressed or to worry about stuff because he's got shit to do. If you got shit to do, the devil finds time for idle hands. It's a very real expression. The more bored and unproductive you are, the more likely you are to indulge in things or to fantasize about things that are stupid and counterproductive. But he's done a very good job of literally gaslighting this woman into thinking she's crazy for not wanting to fuck around. Like the most like intrinsic part of like female relationship stuff. I don't want my husband to fuck a woman half my age. Like, oh, am I the bad guy for thinking that? No, probably not. Overcoming/reprogramming mononymous. See, this is like, I need help breaking my instincts to be jealous because I have to everything must be sacrificed on the altar of progress. Hello. So I, a 37-year-old female, am in 2 wonderful relationships, one married and one single, with a 38-year-old man and a 29-year-old man. I am single and live alone. Okay, so there's a married man and a single man that's 8 years younger than her, but she is almost 40 and she is single and she lives alone. She says, I'm very new to poly, but enjoy the ability to connect with both of these very different men. They are both aware and it's all ethical. I have read The Ethical Slut. Ugh. And I'm currently reading Attached. So I'm trying to do the work, but still have moments that I slip into a monogamous, possessive state of mind. I know these are toxic thoughts and to have, and I feel messing with my ability to be happy with what I have. I just worry about these intrusive thoughts and was hoping for some guidance. Too long didn't read book/podcast recommendations for overcoming monogamous dating mentality. Not just how to be poly, but how to get away from the programming of traditional monogamy. This woman is like, how do I fuck my whole life up? I want to fuck my whole life up. I want to make everything about my life worse than it has to be. It's like asking, like, I'm so used to having a roof over my head. I need to find a way to, now that the World Economic Forum has taken over the world and we own nothing and we are happy, I must get away from my my domicile oriented programming. I want to know how to be happy in my cardboard box, in my state sponsored dormitory. How do I get over this? It's like, you should be angry. You shouldn't be getting over it. It's amazing that our cult, our societal cult is so strong that people can just do whatever, can be convinced to eat whatever shit they want to. Okay, Zucchini 8056 says, my wife's body count is a big turn on for me. She has no idea what it is, but we know it's in the hundreds. She lied about it when we first met because of the societal stigma involved, and she likely thought it would freak me out. I found it a big turn on when I found out she has had tons of very hot stories. But that said, it's not without its problems. We have sex multiple times a day, and it's become clear she is a sex addict. It's also clear that it's because of some childhood trauma. I almost said, well, she's been molested after I read sex addict. I thought, that's like, I don't know. I don't want to bring up child rape in the middle of my fun Thanksgiving Day review. And then next sentence is like, yeah, she got molested. I'm surprised he didn't just say, like, yeah, that turns me on too. Like, I want to hear all her stories. Tell me one about Uncle Pete too. I want to know about Uncle Pete. Like, I'm sure I'm getting too close to making assumptions about this guy, but I don't know. I don't think it stops at like, oh, I want to hear all your sexy fun body count stories after you were 16. Only after 16. That's the cutoff. I can't get into it unless you're of the age of majority in this country. Also, I found out that she is cheating on me with multiple guys and has been cheating on me our entire relationship. It's been a lot to deal with. She's also an alcoholic and unreliable. So while I found her crazy high body count hot, it's attached to a lot of issues that are less cool. So be careful what you wish for. This guy is just like, it's just explaining how he fucked up his entire life in like as concise a way as possible. I was doing pretty well, but then I thought the idea of a bank robbery would be super cool. And then I held up a bank, and then I found out that banks have security features, and now I've been shot twice, and I don't have any feeling below my spine. And I'm going to jail, and I don't have any money for an attorney, so I'm representing myself, and it's just not going well. It's just a total fucking nightmare. Be careful what you wish for. Oh, geez. There's an update available for my Photoshop. How exciting. Primary bought Metamore bigger engagement. What the fuck did I just read? Primary bought Metamore bigger engagement ring. That does not sound like an English sentence. That sounds like the mnemonic code for like a Bitcoin wallet or something. That's like a recovery phrase. That's not a English language. Primary, as in my main partner, bought, I don't know what the fuck a Metamore is, a bigger engagement ring. Throw away for obvious reasons. I, 25, female to male, non-binary, am experiencing jealousy that I'm not sure how to get past. My primary, a 34-year-old man of 4 years, recently got engaged to my metamor. I am incredibly happy for them. They seem like an amazing couple and have gotten along well for the past 8 months. I have to look up what the fucking metamor is. Okay, Creative Cloud, I fucking get it, bro. God damn it. Let me just mute system sounds then, I guess. Piece of shit. Metamor. Metamor is a polyamorous relationship, one's partner with whom one is not directly involved. So this is just like his side hoe. She's 3 years younger, which is why the older one is jealous. She and I are great friends. However, my primary brought her a ring that I can tell is far more expensive than mine and has a bigger stone. I'm happy for them, but how do I get over this jealousy? This didn't start with the ring. He claims he's being fair and that he buys one of us the gift. He buys both of us gifts, but I can clearly tell that her gifts are always more thoughtful or more expensive. Or sometimes the gifts he gives me are really gifts for both of us. Like when he buys gifts that for my pets that she helped me pick the pet store and comes over to visit all the time. What makes this worse is that I have a long history of various undiagnosed dependency disorders. My therapist once described the separation anxiety when my partner leaves as comparable to her 2-year-old child on her first day of preschool. I also have reason to believe my metamor has narcissistic personality disorder, and this is just feeding her sense of self-importance. I really don't like drama, but my relationships always seem to be very dramatic, and I'm wondering how to bring this up to my partners in a way that's constructive for everyone involved. So, that woman obviously gets off on being the homewrecker, and she probably deliberately requests that she get nicer things than the other woman. Just if she is narcissistic, which I can believe, she just enjoys fucking this up. It's like erotic to her. It's fun. It's exciting. As for her, she's like gaslit herself by modern day psychology into thinking that the innate jealousy that I feel knowing that my husband's going off to fuck some side hoe that's younger than me and give her more shit than he gives me is separation anxiety, like a fucking dog or something. It's crazy. I'm so glad that I never went to a therapist or anything. I never went to a therapist and never took psychiatric drugs. Obviously, that field of medicine is just bullshit. This is a form, it appears like. Non-escalator relationship menu. Marked as must have, like to have, maybe, and off limits. This is a tool meant as a discussion aid to allow individuals in a relationship to identify and discuss their personal desires and relationship expectations. Add, alter, or remove menu items as needed to make the tool work for you and your relationships. Remember that this is a discussion aid and only the start of a conversation. Revisit the menu as needed when circumstances or relationships change. So this is like your F-list fetish, categories. So commitment. Non-escalator relationship menu. Very strange. Emotional intimacy. No, do not say you love me. Very God. When you have to fill out a form to figure out what the fuck you want out of a relationship, you've overcomplicated your life. Conflict with partner's best friend's wife over poly. This is again a sentence that does not sound like English. So she's trying to say, or whatever. Is he serious is the username. So I'm guessing this is a real woman. The name is, I have a conflict with my partner's best friend's wife over our polyamorous relationship. You are missing like 40 fucking words in that title. He says, if I am being childish, please, for the love of God, put me on blast. My partner was married when we first started dating, but divorced within a few months. She realized she is vanilla and monogamous. He is absolutely neither of those. The issue is his best friend has an issue with poly, and his wife has an even bigger issue with poly and divorce. Oh no, he has a trad friend as a couple. Oh no. They're gonna fuck up everything. She apparently holds the sanctity of marriage above all else. Oh, that's like a meme quote. She apparently holds the sanctity of marriage above all else, and then like rolling eye emojis. Oh my god! Imagine having principles. Vomit face. Vomit face. Back in February, we visited his home for me to meet his family, friends, and Matt and Sarah, best friend and wife, said they were not comfortable meeting me. Okay, fine, whatever. I understand Polly isn't easy for everyone to digest. She was uncomfortable with us dating while he was married. She didn't like he was divorced, etc., etc. We didn't hang out with him, which really hurt my partner's feelings, but he got over it. We are planning on going back for Thanksgiving. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. I hope it all worked out. Matt says he would love to meet me finally. He apologized for taking so long to come along, and he misses my best friend. Sarah, however, still has no desire and is still hung up on the divorce and what she considers cheating. At this point, I told my partner, even if she changes her mind, I have no desire to meet her anymore. He's obviously not pleased because he'd like for us to at least be in the same room. He'd like to be able to hang out at each other's houses and see his nephew and, do normal best friend things and have his partner there sometimes. I just feel like this is a dumb hill for her to die on. And honestly, why I'm the one she doesn't want to meet is insane to me because I'm not the one who was married and had another partner and got divorced. So why is my partner not the one that she has all these feelings towards? That is true. Women. You have to learn to stop gunning for the other women. You have to also hate the men who are the cheaters. I'm mostly just ranting, but I'm being an asshole for deciding this is someone I never want to meet or be around. I feel like this will make my partner's relationship with his best friend more difficult, and I'm sorry for that. Blah, 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 blah. She is hosting a big 30th B-Day party in January, and there was implication that she expected him to attend and leave me at home. And everyone else in the group is allowed to bring their partner. Wow, whatever. And I mean, in this, it does sound like he cheated on her with that woman. So I guess the female perspective is like, I don't want this like homewrecker anywhere near my husband or my family. Because if they're polyamorous, there's nothing stopping her from fucking my husband too, right? Kelly loves cows. Oh, me too, Kelly. She says, my husband wants Polly. I do not. I, a 31-year-old female, and my husband, a 29-year-old male of 12 years, I assume, of relationship. He wants to venture off and share his love with other ladies, and I just can't do open relationships. I get too emotionally jealous. Maybe it's because I can't control what my husband does or how he talks to the other women. I don't know. I tell him that I don't want an open relationship. I don't care to have another sexual or romantic relationship with someone else, but I also don't want to hurt his feelings. That's what's really important here, Kelly. God, just people need to get over that shit. Hurt feelings. It's okay to make someone cry. Sometimes they really fucking deserve it, Kelly. Because I know he wants to try poly. I've asked him if my sex work has triggered him into wanting to do this. She's a whore. She's a whore. That's why he... Oh, it is her fault. Okay, now it makes sense. I asked him if my sex work has triggered him into wanting to do this, to which he said no. He tells me that he loves me, and he tells me he's not going anywhere without me. Also says I'm the most beautiful, kind-hearted woman he's ever been with, and he wants to be able to share me with the world. Gross. He wants to be able to share me with the world because the world needs more people like me. He's blowing so much smoke up your ass. It's incredible. But when I tell him no, he tries to persuade me again. I just wish he would have told me he wanted to try poly before talking about having children and having a month-old baby. So they have a 1 month old and how do you do that? How do you have a 1 month old baby and have anything else on your mind besides the fucking baby screaming all the time? Like, how do you get, at what point, maybe it's because of the screaming, like, God, I wish I was at this house fucking everybody, but I mean, I can't imagine that either. That's ridiculous. He wants to discuss everything again when I'm out having my raging hormonal post-pregnancy stage, but I don't feel like I won't change my mind. I do want to say, before pregnancy, I was kind of on board in bringing in another person in our relationship, to which we started to do with this lady from work. But when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't care to continue. See, that's what I mean. What I mean. Once the nest building kicks in, your fucking orient changes. You don't think about, oh, I'm bored. Let's bring in, Susie from work to complicate our lives. It's like, oh, I have a kid now. I have shit to do. He didn't ask me if I was okay. If he wait. I just skipped something. I didn't care to continue with doing so. I told him this, but he continued to proceed doing things with the lady from work. He did ask me if it was okay if he touched her butt or see her boobs. I said yes because I didn't want to disappoint him, but my feelings got in the way and I became depressed and sad that I was losing my husband. I honestly don't know what to do. I feel stuck. What a fucked up relationship. Number 1, stop being a whore. Number 2, you shouldn't have dated a fucking retard for 12 years, I guess. Basically undo the entire second half of your life. Go back in time and just don't be retarded this time. That's my suggestion. Prussian Kaiser. That's what that says. So the Kaiser of Prussia is like, I need help with my polyamorous relationship. I'm just imagining like a fat redditor and a pickle hob. In my first poly relationship with 2 guys, I joined their relationship of 6 years a month ago, and I love them both a lot, and I'm pretty sure the feeling is mutual. I know one of them had a crush on me for years. I keep having a recurring problem on my end, though, jealousy. One of them recently moved near the other, and I can't shake off the feeling of being left out. For the context, I'm 700 kilometers away in a different country. Bro, you gotta storm into Poland, and you gotta get that bussy, okay? You can't just be sitting there in Königsberg like, this polyamorous, in your kingdom, your imperial palace, sitting there with your pickle hobble and thinking like, I gotta get that bussy. You gotta march in. Doesn't matter if Poland's in the way. Doesn't matter if France is in the way. You gotta march in and get the bussy. I'm afraid I won't be able to overcome the jealousy and I'll end up hurting them. I think part of the problem is my history with jealousy. Right before this one, I had a relationship where I was cheated on, but even before that, I was in plenty of friendships where I felt inadequate. I'm also a pretty anxious person in general, diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. Nobody is breaking the rules and been open about how I feel. I just haven't found a solution yet that doesn't involve limiting their time together. I was hoping if someone blah, 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 blah. Practical Conflict 737 replies saying, you need treatment and therapy. You are unable to recognize that your relationship with each of them is separate and different from their relationship with each other, and you are punishing them for your bad behavior by your past partner. Work on all of this with your therapist. I'm pretty sure therapist is like a word for groomer. Like you need proper indoctrination. These monoamorous, heteronormative, quote unquote instincts that you're feeling can be gently washed out of your mind with an iron brush and a pressure washer. We can blow that dirt right out of your gray mass and you can think rationally for once. I do want to see what the Preußen Kaiser is on Twitter. I bet you this motherfucker plays some Hoey 4. Come on, Hoey 4. I want to see some map games when I open this Reddit account. He has a furry avatar. So far, so good. His description is pander. Don't know what the fuck that means. He plays Destiny, the video game, not the streamer. He posts in a Reddit called Ambien, which is things you did on Ambien. Chop off all your hair. This is a sub for all Ambien involved creative submissions, sharing stories, experiences, genuine questions, or starting a coherent conversation on the topic. Being on Ambien and post a dumb meme or any other form of shitpost has nothing to do with all above will result in a ban. I knew my mom had friends from work who did Ambien, and they said they sleepwalked really bad. It's crazy that this is like a sub. Unfortunately, he appears to have deleted all his polyamorous things, and he is now a Pharah main on Overwatch. Base connect. No, he's just like super obsessed with Destiny still. Oh, okay, so he's a furry that plays Destiny. That's what is coming out of here. And finally, oh, this is the that was the last one. This is just the stickers. Ah, sorry. I guess we end here with the Puss and Kaiser. And that's it. Thank you for everything. Big thank you to all the peoples who have enabled me, as I said before. I've had a very nice Christmas with my disgusting schlop pizza. I hope, or not Christmas, it's not Christmas yet. What's the other one? Thanksgiving. Christmas season starts tomorrow for all you Euros out there who don't know that we have to wait until after Thanksgiving to celebrate Christmas season. But do have a great Christmas season. I hope that your family, if you're around them, have been tolerable this year. I hope you've managed to avoid fighting about politics, as is tradition. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.